Hi guys, so today I want to try out these Witchy shoe dies that I recently picked up on HSN. They're Griffin dies. Super cute. I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, I like the rosettes. I haven't made a rosette in a while and I thought maybe we should do a rosette. Just top it with a little shoe. I don't know if I have any stickers. I'm sure I do something Halloween-y, or if not, just maybe a sentiment, or not, just have a cute decoration, right? So that's what I think we'll do today. So if these are still available, I'll go ahead and link them there in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchased items to those links, possibly embedded in the video itself here. It might say shop products, or underneath the video. YouTube has some different ways of adding in their affiliate program that I work with, so it might be in there. But different ways to get to that. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have a lot of fun. I think it's really cute, and I don't know if I want to spend that much time on this because it's going to be something I think that I might attach to like a goodie bag, or just, you know, whatever little gift I might think of giving, especially during Halloween. I love giving out candy and giving candy to friends and things like that. But is to stitch this up. Isn't that cute? The little ribbon, or like this one they used thread. You just go around and around and then tie it at the top. That is really, really cute. But I think we're going to make something a little more simple as far as that, just the layers. And, you know, I love that it has the background piece. You have the shoe itself, and then you have an accent piece for both of these witchy shoes. And then this guy, I don't know if I gave you guys measurements in the initial video. So if you're using the very outer die, it's just over 3 inches by just over 3.5. So obviously that's a bigger one there, and then everything else is a little bit smaller. You have buckles to help you out with that one, and then this cute little spider. They all have little like embossed areas that make it look really fun. So again, this one honestly doesn't look that witchy. I mean, if you just want that to look like old school or something cute like that, you can definitely do that. That's why I'm kind of debating which one of these I want to use. If this one was a single one like that, I would definitely use that, but maybe we'll use this one today. I don't know. We will see, but that's kind of what that one looks like. And then this other guy. Or maybe we should do it like this. Okay, let's do this taller one, and then we'll put the little spider on there. I think that'd be cute. Okay, so let me grab some papers. We'll get started with our rosette, and we'll go from there. I think I'm just going to use orange paper. Obviously, a decorative paper, that'd be better. This is just some Michael's recollections that I've had for like years. I haven't bought really recollections paper in a very long time, or their basic paper. And I think I'm gonna do an inch. If you do 1.5 inches, it'll be, you know, it's over like a 3-inch diameter. I think if I do an inch, it'll be about 2 inches or so, and that'd be cute. So let's do an inch. This is 11.5-inch paper, right? It's 8.5. I'm sorry, by 11-inch paper. My goodness. So I'm just gonna cut this at 1 inch, and we're gonna score it every 1/4 inch. If you want bigger scored areas, you can go, actually, was 1 inch gonna be good enough? You know what, let's do 1 1/4. I know that's weird, but let's do 1 1/4. I haven't done these in a while, guys, so I'm just kind of making this up right now. So let's do 1 1/4, because at least it'll be like 2.5, if not a little bit wider, once you make it into the circle and all that. And this should give you a plenty good size rosette. Again, it's usually twice as much as the width, but sometimes it might be a little bit bigger, just depending on how tight you close it up in the center. So, funny enough, I'm like, where is my purple scoring tool that came with this? It is not there. So, every 1/4 inch. Fine. I usually like starting at the end and coming in. It just seems easier, but on this, it's kind of not that easy on this guy. So I'm just going to go every 1/4 inch across the whole thing. It's these bigger ones I'm just paying attention to. Simply, right? So I'll go across the whole thing. And when I get to the end, because obviously this scoring tool is not as wide as the 11 inches, I'll just turn it and start with the other side. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to come in here and do the same thing. 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and it should line up essentially. Oh, all the way down. That's pretty much it. It's a little bit off, which is kind of interesting, but that's it. Okay, so then you just start scoring, scoring, scoring. If you want to do 1/2 inch sections that go up and down, it's going to be very thick. I would do 2 strips of this guy because you're going to have a very short accordion, you know what I'm saying? Once you have half an inch up and down, it's only going to be like here. And you do want some good length. So if you're going to do that, you want something thicker like that, then I would definitely do 2 strips and then glue those strips together. Okay, so anyway, just accordion fold back and forth, and I don't take like the longest time in doing this. I'm just going like that, and then every once in a while you see I kind of take a little moment to kind of flatten it out a little better. But I'll just continue down the strip, and I will be right back. Okay. Okay guys, sorry, in the meantime I went ahead and grabbed some paper because we need to make ourselves something for this to hold on to. I do have my glue gun already heating up from earlier. So once you get to the end of this, you're going to stick this together. Now, if I stick it together like this, as you can see, they're both on the up, it's not going to work out. So what I do is I'll either tuck one on top of the other one like that, or I just cut that piece off so that the next time it's just here. So I'll show you what I mean. You have to continue it, right? You can't make a weird bump there. That's not going to work for you. So I'll just cut one of these guys off. So essentially this should be a 10 3/4 inch strip. And then just glue that there so that way it continues up and down seamlessly. You will need something to attach your rosette to, and I haven't made one in so long that I kind of forgot. So I have this guy, and I think it should be okay. This is a bigger scallop circle. We have smaller scallop circles, just a circle, whatever it is that you want. I think I'm going to cut it from this gold paper for the top so it's cute. So I'll just pop this on here. I can see exactly where I'm cutting that, and that works out for me. So I have this guy. And then from the bottom one, it's not really going to be visible, so I'm just going to take the same orange paper I have here. But, you know, black paper, whatever, a scrap of paper, it doesn't matter. There we go. Put those away, put that over here. I think my hot glue gun is ready. Is this ready to go? I just barely glued that. But I do pay attention, like this side looks nicer to me, so I'm going to put this side out and this side in. Oops, oops, oops. They're kind of working with that. Again, this one's a little tighter being that it's not quite 12 inches. If you have 12-inch paper, it's nice to have a 12-inch strip. Look how big that is, right? So it looks really cool. Nice size. This is the thing I just cut. And what I normally do is I'll just take a ton of hot glue on this guy. Let me turn that off because actually, maybe I shouldn't turn it off. Let's put it on low because I might use that later. And I just bring this back over and just really squish to the center, right? That's what you want. And again, I didn't mean to turn this guy off because we're going to use it to glue this on. So I'm just holding that down for now. I didn't even look to see if it was centered, but that's not too bad. Again, it's the back. I'm not real worried about it. If you're going to hang this or you're going to put it on something, you definitely can put some twine. Okay, let's say this is my circle. I put my glue, put some twine in there. That makes a loop, so the glue's going to hold it, and then pop this on top, right? So that would have been tucked in there. But generally, I just stick these onto my projects, so but something to think about. Okay, so that guy's ready to go pretty much. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. So this is hot glue, and I don't want it to warp this beautiful gold paper, so I'm centering it in the very center, and hopefully if anything happens it won't be noticeable. Sometimes hot glue will change the color of your paper. It can do all kinds of things, so I just did a small amount there, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. Cute. So that's our base rosette. Maybe you want to add some little tool behind this or something else to make it look a little creepy, a little fun, some, you know, fibers. I mean, all kinds of cute things that people do with their rosettes. But for me, I'm going to stick with that. We're going to do this. We're going to take this shoe possibly. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we will do this one. Sorry, guys. I know I'm a little wishy-washy, but this one just fits better with the size. Do we do the background one? Do we not do it? I think what I'm going to do is run this through some vellum. And of course I say that and then it's going to take me forever to find vellum, but I'll run that through some vellum. And I'll run this one through some black, like shiny black paper. Hopefully I still have some nearby here. I usually find some in my little scrap pile. And then I'll do the embossing. I don't know that it has any die cutting. I think this piece falls out. Okay, down here there's some die cutting. You can pop that back in if you want with like some different color or whatever. And then this is the portion for this guy. Yeah, so I'll run that through an accent color, maybe some purple or something cute. I'll be right back, guys. You know, I forgot about the little spider, but well, didn't forget about it. I was just gonna hold off on that guy. Cute. And look at this through the marquee. I mean, look at the embossing is perfect. Super adorable. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then I ran this through white pearlescent paper, and I'll tell you why, because I realized with those pieces falling out of the shoe, I was like, I don't know if I want just the rosette kind of showing through behind that. So I went ahead and switched out my paper choice on that one. So let's see here. Let's glue these guys together. Now I do have a spooky Anna Griffin card set here that I'm sure has sentiments or something I would pop on here. You know, if you're trying to keep costs low, I would just use the paper we have here and not even worry about that. How cute is that? Again, you can definitely lace that up, which I think would be adorable. There you go. And then accent pieces on the shoe. If you want to run that through again. These are fun. Or not even use that, right? But I did cut out the background, so I'll do the background. And I'm going to go through this box that I have here next to me. Again, it's like a... Where is it? I just have a stack of things here next to me that I need to review, and this happened to be at the bottom of the stack from whenever I picked it up a couple months ago, probably. It's the vintage Halloween card making kit. Just to add something else, because obviously we have this guy and this guy and this guy. I need to hold this down for a little bit longer. Cute, and then it needs something else, right? So I'll be right. Everything in here is so cute, but again, I don't want to make this the star of the show as opposed to our little stuff here. I just want something that I can kind of put in the background. I mean, how cute are all these things? Oh my goodness. Look at these guys and see what we have in here. Oh, a little set of mushrooms. Is that fun? That's kind of interesting, no? That might be fun. Yeah, why not? The only other thing is I would like a little bit of a sentiment, but I don't know what they have in here. So let me see what they have as far as sentiments. But again, you know, you have some stamped images you can do instead. I don't know that I want to do a whole thing like this, but I'll go through this. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm just looking at this. Honestly, oh my gosh. This is cute. Maybe this one. Okay, so I still have this on. And basically we're just going to stick these guys down. It doesn't have to be done all at once like I just did, but there you go. But we're going to put these guys up here. Yep, just a little extra glue there. And then we can put this like on here. Alright? And that'd be very cute. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter how this is set up. I would say like there. Put a little hot glue on that. And what are you gonna do? There you go. Cute rosette again. You can put that on a gift bag, on a gift box, on a gift. You know, again, put the little twine back in there. Oh my gosh, these are all so cute. And I'm sorry I, you know, completed it with these other Anna Griffin items, but again, you don't have to do that. You can definitely just pop in a little die cut back there, a little, what's this stuff called? Not twine. Well, twine, but like tulle, kind of crunched up, sticking out behind the shoe would be very cute, you know, and then just maybe some stamped image that you have, you know, with some spooky words or whatever it is, and it'd be very cute. But anyway, just an idea. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Hopefully, you know, that refreshed your memory on making rosettes. We love making rosettes, and using the little shoe, super easy. I mean, if you want to run that through and pop in some extra colors in here, you can definitely do that. I love the idea of lacing them up. I think it'd be really easy and cute. It's just go around and around, make your tie. Adorable. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you all at the next one. I will have images coming up. I'll have the links there. Alright, bye now.